Brothers and sisters who have come here to this very beautiful Thiruvananthapuram, and all of you are very important people. And Kerala state per se is a state where the political awareness is so high. Everybody is aware politically. It's a state where politics, the discussion happens everywhere, from a tea shop to a dining room to a village. Everywhere people actively talk politics. It is a state when India got independence, when the whole country's literacy rate was 19%, Kerala was above 40%. I'm talking of 1947, 1950. It is that kind of a state. And today that state is making a decision in about 3 days' time, April 26. It is making a very, very important decision about ideology, about development, about new India. How Kerala is looking at India's growth story over the next 25 years. That is why this election is very, very important for a couple of states, for states like Tamil Nadu and states like Kerala. Because we are making a very important decision that is going to alter the economy, the state, the nature of our thinking over the next 25 years. I am very happy that all the 6 parliamentary constituencies, Trivandrum, Attingal, Kollam, Mavilakara, Pathanamthitta, Alappuzha, all people are assembled here, be it the influencers and be it our office bearers. If you look at every election in India is a story. 1952 election was about, oh, we got independence, please vote for us. And even the people who stood against the Congress party are Congress people only who stood against the Congress party, 1952. After 1977, we did not want Congress because of emergency. That is also a story. All of us wanted to defeat Congress. Even Jansangh was part of a Janata party, a short-lived experiment for a couple of years before the party BJP got formed in 1980. So like every important election is a story, but these 2 elections are very important. 52, the election after independence. The election after 77 is a punishment for emergency. Again, 2024 is one such election, because this is an election even before we vote. We know it is going to be Narendra Modi ji as India's Prime Minister for a 3rd straight time. That is the beauty of this election. All this election, if somebody is looking at 50 years later, if somebody is looking back at this election, they will remember 52, they will remember the election after emergency, and they will remember the 2024 election, because Modi ji is coming back to power. And this is not an ordinary election. It's the longest election after 1952. Long election. Tamil Nadu, we voted April 19. You are voting April 26. The 7th phase is June 1. Such a long election. That too in very, very good heat. Proper heat. People are predicting heat wave. People have to turn up. People have to vote. States like Rajasthan, which is going to see a very hot summer. And that is where our role becomes very important. Even people know Modi ji is going to come back to power. It is our duty to help them to come and make their choice on the postal ballot or on the voting day. People cannot sit at home thinking that Modi ji is going to come back to power. Why should I go and vote? So our effort is of 2 parts. One, make everybody vote. Second, make everybody to vote the right way. This is my opening comment where I felt this election is very, very important, where people should not take it for granted. Normally such a big election, where everybody is knowing that Prime Minister is going to come back, people should not sit at home thinking, oh, anyway Modi ji is going to come back. It will one of my vote matter. Should I go in this hot Kerala summer at 12:30 on April 26 to a booth? Should I stand in line for 10 minutes? Should I vote it? Is it worth the effort? Now I am here to convince you and to convince our other friends it is worth the effort, that we have to really go there and vote. Like all these 3 are very important elections. We also know every election is a story. 2014, when Modi ji was our Prime Ministerial candidate, the whole ecosystem, India has got a lot of ecosystem. This ecosystem is built over the last many, many decades. People go to Western colleges, get educated, get influenced by a set pattern of thinking, come back. Or already the professors get influenced by a set pattern of thinking, and that is infused into all our educational curriculums. Generations after generation, people read it. So this is a country still we are debating what is the exact meaning of secularism. In the emergency time, when a preamble got amended, when the word secular got inserted into the preamble, before that it was different, after that it is different. So people say, oh, secularism, is it keeping distance from all religion, or is it going and appeasing all religion? If anybody deviates from it, Congress will say, oh, this party, BJP party is against this community. After 2014, when Modi ji and all our other leaders, when they say secularism means zero appeasement, but taking care of everybody, in Congress terminology, it means it is pure Hindutva. It is forsaking other community. This is a problem in the last 10 years all of us are facing, because 70 years of unlearning, relearning and learning that happened because of ideological lens, we are trying to remove. In a state like Kerala, is much more higher than other parts of our country. So 2014 they said, oh, if Modi ji is going to come back to power, India is going to get finished. Who said? The left liberal ecosystem, they said, starting from Kerala. The magazines which support this set pattern said, oh, all institutions will collapse. If Modi ji is going to come, it is going to be a Hindu brand of politics, 2014. Now 2019, when again Modi ji was standing in front of us for a second term, again the same group made a comment. No, the people of India are angry. They are going to defeat Modi ji in 2019. You see this result, because everywhere Modi ji has done a great disservice. This is what the ecosystem said. 2019, we came back with a larger majority. 2024, this ecosystem has become a label. It has got a political label to it in the name of India Alliance. They themselves, instead of having this disparate group as some journalist, instead of having a disparate group as a small party, everywhere they've joined together, they've given a label, a political identity, and openly 2024 they have come. This is a very important election, because this ecosystem has got a political label. And this ecosystem has very bravely named itself by the name India. Though we know we call it as India Alliance, but somehow they felt, you bring a street dog, you paint it like a tiger, you say this is a tiger, people will believe. So you assembled all those people who don't have any idea about India. Every single pattern of theirs, every single decision making of theirs, they were against the country's interest at various points of time. Just by giving them a name called INDIA, they say, oh, we are for India. And this 2024 is such an important election, where the voters are very aware. 10 years of our government achievement, we are standing in front of them. This is also an election where we are going back to 1960, 1970, the terminology we heard in the first 5 elections, 60, 65, 70. The same terminology we are hearing in this election. North, South, imposition, cultural imposition, Hindi, social fabric disturbance, Aryan, Dravidian. These are the words we are hearing in Tamil Nadu politics over the last many months. I am sure the same lexicon and terminology is also used in Kerala politics. I want to take 3 parts and just present before you how the India Alliance people who are trying to set this narrative, North, South, resource distribution, South is not getting resource. States like Kerala, the Chief Minister has to go to Jantar Mantar, sit down and do protest. So South needs to be saved. That is why we have to vote for regional parties or communist parties or Congress party here. Brothers, we all know, sisters, we all know, the first time India had a formula in dividing our resources. All the combined tax effort goes to the center, and the tax effort has to come down to each state. Wasn't fifth planning commission, wasn't the 5th 5-year plan, because planning commission had this 5-year plan. 1969, we arrived at a formula called the Gadgil formula. Madam Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister. In the Gadgil formula, they decided this much money, how we are going to divide to all the states. So in the formula, if you read, they said 60% weightage is given to population. More populous state will get more money, 60% weightage. Mean income distance. Oh, some state, the average net income of a state is less than the national average income. So 60% population ratio we started. Throughout the Congress period we maintained. Then it became the Gadgil-Mukherjee formula in the 2000. Even then we maintained. When Modi ji took over in 2014, if you look at the 15th Finance Commission, what started with 60% weightage for population is 15% weightage now. 1969 we started with 60% weightage. Now the weightage given to a state which has got more population is 15%. In the current Finance Commission, which decides how much revenue has to be shared between all states, 45% is given to income distance, meaning the mean income and the distance from the mean income, how far you are, 45% is mean income distance. Then, for the very first time in the last 10 years, we also have got this thing called performance improvement. If demographic performance is improving, if states are able to control the population, the fertility, 12.5%. Tax effort, state is contributing in a good way to tax effort, 2.5%. State is able to maintain forest and ecology, 10%. The geographical area of a state, 15%. This is a formula right from 1969 India is following. If there is some logic to this formula, which is now, after Modi ji has come, there is some logic to this formula in the 15th Finance Commission, where the population is 15%, demographic performance is 12.5%, area of a state is 15%, forest and ecology is 10%, income distance, of course, is 45%. Now, we also have to understand Congress, which is talking, oh, you got to share more to the state. You should not keep more money with center, which Rahul Gandhi ji and others are promising. 2004, when Congress came to power, only 30.5% of resources was shared with state, which Modi ji as a chief minister was equivocal in saying that state should be given adequate resources for its own development. When Congress left power in 2014, this 30.5 was 32%. Meaning in Congress in 10 years has increased it from 30.5 to 32. Now in 2024, it is 42%. Now if there is one party in the whole country which do not have any right to talk about the devolution of resources from centers to state, especially the tax effort that is put in and the finance commission that is devolving. They 10 years of UPA 1 and 2, 30.5 to 32, 10 years of NDA from 32 to 42. The 16th Finance Commission, the term is constituted, and we can expect more progressive reforms as and when the Finance Commission is going to submit its report in the early part of 2026. Now friends, we have to remember, this logic has to be killed in the bud. If anybody in Kerala, any politician is talking about North and South, it is about taking the states and the country's gain by 50 years backwards. 50 years, whatever we have achieved in going forward, parties like Congress, parties like DMK, parties like Communist, simply for their political gain, just like that they stand before us, they say, no, you got to give more resources. You look at the budgetary grant support. We gave 100 rupees. In Tamil Nadu, there is this 29 paisa. The whole election, the chief minister and his son, Udayanidhi Stalin, everywhere they said, we are going to call PM Modi as 29 paisa Modi. Then of course we also hit back saying that if you are going to call PM Modi as 29 paisa Modi, we are going to call you as drug Stalin, because under your rule, the drugs have gone up in high. But again to substantiate, their argument is, okay, you give us money for budgetary grant, that money we will take, we will compare, and only that money we will calculate as saying you are given to state. Now Kerala, if we take, close to 35-36 lakh farmers, they have got 32,000 into their account. Here in the state, Tamil Nadu is 47 lakhs, Kerala is 35-36 lakh farmers, small medium farmers. 16 installments, they got 2,000. Every year 6,000, 16 installment 2,000, which is 32,000. They don't calculate that, because it is directly from center to a farmer, that doesn't get calculated into the state's resources. Or when you build lakhs of houses, PM Awas Yojana, when you transfer 2,73,000 to their account, they say, no, we will not calculate. Or LPG subsidy 300 rupees to their bank account, they say we will not calculate. Or when you want to calculate all the roads we have put, all the bridges we have put, everything the central government is doing it, they say we will not calculate. They say it is only when the money is given to the state as a budgetary support, only that we will calculate to say the center is giving us less. Now the complete model has changed. Till Modi ji came, the central government was not playing an active role in propagating development. The central government never took care about development per se. Because 2014, Congress last interim budget, before they left office, the money that was kept for infrastructure was approximately 1,17,000 crore, approximately. 2024, February 1, our last interim budget before the elections were called, we gave 11,11,111 crore for development. Because when a central government is taking upon itself to say, I am pro-development, don't worry, you don't have a house, I am not going to say it's a state's responsibility. Modi ji is saying it's center's responsibility. I will take care. I will give you subsidy. Oh, you have a medical insurance problem? I will give you a 5 lakh worth of medical insurance. For the very first time we are seeing a central government is climbing down and saying, oh, you haven't built toilets? Let me build toilets. In the last 10 years, we have built 11 crore toilets. Tamil Nadu alone, 55 lakh toilets. So this model is very new for a state government because they are not able to comprehend and understand. A central government is doing development in a state where the state should have ideally done it in the first place over the last 60 years. Now the new argument says, oh, north, south, again we have to break. The resource allocation not happening, we have to break. The resource allocation is happening. Every state gets its resource because center's money is accountable. Any budget, last 10 years budget, anybody can download. Anybody can read through that budget. Anybody can look at allocation. Everybody can look at beneficiaries in Kerala. I have a big statement with me. If I take it in hand, if I study the beneficiaries in Kerala, 62 lakh Jandan accounts, 58% women. Aspirational district is Wayanad. Again, if you look at it, if you look at the PM Mudra, Kerala alone, how much it is sanctioned? 99,892 crore, 1.5 crore beneficiary. If you look at Stand Up India, 1,556 crore. PM Suvanidhi, 99,000 street vendors got it here. PM Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, life insurance, 21 lakh. If you look at all the numbers, for example, the brother was talking about the Jal Jeevan mission in a state like Kerala, close to 66 lakh houses, 51% is covered under Jal Jeevan Yojana, which is 100% supported by Government of India. Again, if you look at free ration, if you look at everything, but their calculation, their logic is, you have to give everything to the state will take care. That model will not work, it is not going to work. This is very important. We bust this myth of saying that your resource allocation theory itself is improper and your explanation is criminal. And not only that, they are doing a great disservice to a state like Kerala, which has got the highest literacy ratio. Now I come from Coimbatore. When you look around the colleges of Coimbatore has got approximately, Coimbatore district, we have got 310 colleges. It is one district in India which has got the largest number of colleges in a district that is not the capital city, 310 colleges. If you look everywhere, I see a lot of our Malayali friends, be it a medical college, be it an arts college, I see everywhere, big Malayali speaking students. Of course, Kerala is a home to a lot of our Malayali friends. More than lakhs of people, they stay in Kerala, reside in Kerala. They have added richness to Tamil Nadu social fabric. But I'm more concerned with students who are not residents in Tamil Nadu, who are from different parts of Thiruvananthapuram, Kollam, different parts. They just come to a neighboring state like Tamil Nadu, Coimbatore preferably, Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad. They just study for 3 years, again they come back. If we trace our children's story, they were born in Kerala, higher education, good education institutions in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. Again, their job is somewhere else. I believe this is the greatest disservice that has happened to Kerala over the last 70 years by the political parties which has ruled Kerala. A state which has got the highest literacy rate. A state, even when the country was born, which has got a literacy rate of 46%, when India was 19%. A state where the human capital is going all around the world but not inside Kerala. I believe this is the time you got to fix it, sir. If we don't fix it, we are in deep trouble. And Kerala has to take it as a challenge in 2024 to say, first our human capital is for Kerala's development. Of course, India's development. It is not for a Middle East development. It is not for an Europe development. It is not for a Far East development. The Kerala's human capital, which is very, very rich, which is one of the best in the world, I believe this should be an important narrative of 2024 elections to say, our people will stay back. We will bring the state-of-the-art companies here. We will bring techno parks here. We will bring the software parks here. But unfortunately, the narrative is not this, sir. The narrative even today, if you look at the daily newspaper, even today is Vijayan ji and Rahul Gandhi ji fighting. north-south problem, tax devolution issue. And Vijayanji said, when our alliance will come back to power, we will give all money to Kerala. Or if you come to Tamil Nadu, they will say, we will give all money to Tamil Nadu. So that is why I was telling our friend also, who is our very able social media coordinator, Jai Shankar ji, let us do paper cutting of all South Indian states, put the paper cutting in one poster, and circulate to Kerala, circulate to Tamil Nadu, circulate to Karnataka, because Kerala people should know the comedy that is happening in the other states in the name of India Alliance. Tamil Nadu people should know the comedy that is happening in Kerala in the name of India Alliance. Because when Rahul Gandhi ji comes to Coimbatore, if you see that image, he was there to campaign against us about a week back, 10 days back. He was sitting in the middle of the chair. Next to him is our Chief Minister M.K. Stalin. One seat after him is Tamil Nadu's Communist Party chief. Just one seat after. 60 kilometers he travels into Palakkad. Immediately communists are his enemies. That is why in English we have a beautiful word called frenemies. Friend enemies. These are called frenemies. In Kerala, this India alliance, if you look, it has gone one step further. Now Rahul Gandhi ji is questioning. When two chief ministers are in jail, why this chief minister is not in jail? Now Rahul Gandhi ji is going one step further. When two chief ministers are in jail, why this guy is not in jail? Then this chief minister is asking Rahul Gandhi, national case, why you are not in jail? See, that is the narrative now. Last 3 days in Kerala, all newspapers are like, who is going to jail? Now these guys have to decide who will be in bail, who will be in jail in the next 3 years. See, is this a narrative that Kerala politics wants in 2024? April 26 elections are very unfortunate, very, very unfortunate. And not only that, sir. Now, we have to appreciate and understand the essential of politics, the base of politics is accountability. A citizen should go ask a panchayat leader why it is not done. A citizen should go ask an MLA why it is not done. Ask an MP why it is not done. That's how the Indian political system is designed. Because it's a first post the parcel, and somebody is accountable to you. In states like Kerala and Tamil Nadu, last time you gave 19 seats to Congress. Correct? 1 seat to Communist. And every time you ask a Congress MP, why it is not happening? What can I do, sir? Modi ji is in power. I am in different party. So, after 5 years, we will see. And bravely after 5 years, they are coming and setting the same narrative. Now, you know for a fact, it is Modi ji who is going to come back to power. All of us know for a fact. Nobody in this room has got a doubt whether Modi ji is going to come. The question is whether it is 400 or 410 or 430. That is a doubt we all have. Now here, the same Congress fellows have come. Now, if you look at the India Alliance arguments, nowhere the India Alliance is saying they are winning. India Alliance is saying, Modi ji will not win 400. Nowhere the India Alliance is saying, oh, we are winning. If we win 50 points, we will do we will do everything. They are saying Modi ji should not win 400. So tomorrow if Modi ji is winning even 398, they will say, Appa, because of our alliance we have reduced 2 seats. We have done so much hard work over the last 1 year. We have reduced 2 seats. And 100% they will have a success party also. So take my word. They will 100% have a success party in Delhi to say, 2 seats we have reduced. There also there will be a fight. I am responsible for 2-seat reduction. Other fellow will say, I am responsible. This is not an alliance at all. Any alliance that is not on principle, any alliance is there only on anti-Modi plank, will not work. It will take the country so back. I'll give you a simple example. 2004, UPA, came to power. Elections got over. Nobody knew who is the Prime Minister. 10 days it took. They said, and he is the Prime Minister. I used to say this in our pracharam. In Kerla movie, our superstar Rajinikanth, there is one famous dialogue. One fellow will come and say, sir, I am a hero. And Rajini will ask his friend, hey Kumar, yaar hai? There is this very famous dialogue. Likewise, suddenly after 10 days, they said he is the Prime Minister. All of us asked, Kumar, yaar hai? Then, frankly speaking, 90% of us did not know who the hell is Manmohan Singh. We said, who is this guy? Then they took explanation for one day. No, former Reserve Bank governor. He contested in Delhi, lost once. He is such a nice person. Please believe us, he is a good man. And he is your Prime Minister. Sir, if you look at demographic blunders over the last 50 years in the whole world, I believe this should be number 1. First time a Prime Minister was imposed on a country that thrives on democracy. This is the country, it's noisy democracy. Tea shop fight, bus stand fight, everywhere we fight because it's democracy. This country, somebody said, he's the prime minister whom you never elected, who never went to Lok Sabha, who's a Rajya Sabha 2 times, and who was far away from politics, not even a functioning, a political functionary, who's an office bearer, oh, Congress Party All India Secretary, Congress Party General Secretary, nobody knew. They said he's the Prime Minister. 10 years we put up with it. What is the price we paid for it? Our Raja, our 2G Raja, he writes a letter. Very interesting letter. He writes a letter. Now first the Prime Minister writes a letter to Raja. He says, Dear Telecom Minister, your first come, first serve policy, FCFS, is fundamentally flawed. Please review it. Then Raja writes a letter to Prime Minister. Dear Prime Minister, Vanakkam, I think this policy is right because my leader also believes this policy is right. And I am going to stick with first come, first serve. This is the bare essence of 2G scam. Where Raja decided, he put a cut-off date. He said, look, day after tomorrow is a cut-off date. Whoever has given the application before the cut-off date, first come, first serve, I am going to qualify them. I am going to give them license. Do you know how many pages somebody has to fill, sir? 727 pages you got to fill. Company, financial statement, which you took. And the essence of 2G scam, people got the document 1 week before, people filled it. When Raja said, tomorrow morning it is starting, the application 7 o'clock it is open. All the companies which is in the 2G scam list, they arrived there with a filled up list. They said, come on, please take it. First come, first serve, give me my license. Why it happened? Because a strong Prime Minister was not there who couldn't say, this is stupidity of the highest order. Please take this logic back. So nobody is saying Manmohan Singh is corrupt. This country right now is not searching for somebody who can claim, oh, I am like a Buddha, I will sit there and watch what is happening. I will not. This country wants a functioning Prime Minister. Even 10 years from now, when Pakistan and China decides to do a two-pronged attack on India at the same time, this country should be resilient enough to face it. So that is the challenge before us. Do we have a Prime Minister of that caliber? I am just giving you one example of first come, first serve. How a Prime Minister who is not accountable to the public, because the Prime Minister is not elected. The Prime Minister doesn't have a constituency of his own. The Prime Minister doesn't go on campaign for every state election. In this country, 6 elections a Prime Minister has to face every year. 6 election people will judge a Prime Minister. 6 election people will ask a Prime Minister, what have you done? So this Prime Minister has to take so much risk. Demonetization, before UP, still you go and face. GST, go and face. You make this decision, go and face. The essential nature of Indian democracy, a Prime Minister has to be a risk taker. And the Prime Minister has to face the public and convince the public and still make the public to vote. This is a country that doesn't need stagnated solutions. No, I am a Prime Minister. I will not make decisions because I have 6 elections every year. I will just keep quiet. If I make one decision, somebody will feel hurt. Kerala will feel hurt. Tamil Nadu will feel hurt. UP will feel hurt. I will not make any decision. Please vote. This country doesn't want Prime Ministers like that. So Modi ji has broken that mold to say, I am a performing Prime Minister, but every year I will face 6 elections. I will convince you to vote for us because my decision is right. In this context, friends, I am making a very humble appeal to all of you. Now you tell me, in the alliance, will all leaders agree to a single leader who will be a Prime Minister? Question number 2. Even if all leaders agree to a single leader as Prime Minister, will that person be able to run the cabinet? Question number 3. Even if this person is able to run that cabinet, if he has to pull up some minister for some wrong thing, X is Prime Minister, Y is in Mamata Banerjee's party, Z is in Arvind Kejriwal's party, B is in some party, and if he has to fire, the essential thing of a cabinet is the Prime Minister should have the right to fire. Though in our country it's the President who accepts the Prime Minister's decision, because the cabinet cannot be under the control of a Prime Minister. If 3 answers are false, false and false for an India alliance, then what are we looking at, sir? We are looking at a country that will go to shambles if any of them will decide that I am going to be the country's Prime Minister. Rahul Gandhi ji, there is no concurrence here only. And many of his ideas, if we implement, it is much worse than 1991 USSR. USSR, when somebody said, why USSR collapsed? One communist gave a beautiful answer. Sir, the essence of communism is very simple. You got to act as if you are working. The government has to act as if it's watching. This is the essence of communism. If both of you break it, communism will collapse. I'm telling this again, sir. When USSR collapsed, somebody asked a communist why it collapsed. They said, sir, people and party, government, two are there. People have to act as if they are working. The government has to act as if it's watching. When anyone breaks, USSR collapses. That is why. You build up an inefficient state. One fine day it collapsed when the whole country was, world was opening up. Friends, we have to understand in this very, very important election, Kerala has to make a choice. And this choice has to be pro-development. And this choice has to move Kerala forward. And this choice has to be very simple. That Kerala's human capital is first reserved for Kerala state. When Kerala is prospering, India will prosper. Kerala cannot be a net exporter of human capital. This is a flawed and completely illogical model. Kerala cannot export its beautiful human talent, bountiful brain to all parts of the world to say, no, even if you go to moon, there is a Kerala person standing there. Though we feel proud that whichever part of the world we go, there is an Indian and a Malayali and a Keralite brother and sister who is there. Though we feel proud. But when we come to Kerala, brother said, Jal Jeevan Yojana. Jal Jeevan Yojana. Just look at what they have done to the states. If you look at the performance report of the whole country, Kerala stands the lowest. Here the Jal Jeevan completion is 51%. 51%. 51%. Bihar, where they speak so bad about Bihar, our brothers and sisters, Bihar is 96%. You are 70 lakh houses. Bihar is 1 crore 66 lakh houses. They have done 96% completion. Here it is 51% completion. So what model are they talking? A state like Kerala, they are not able to complete a central government project. That to 100% grant from silver line. I'm hearing from a school student. And many a times you used to go and Google, what is the silver line? And some protest, some fellow. And Modi ji beautifully got to Vande Bharat, which is connecting the length and breadth of Kerala. Yesterday I was in Palakkad. Again, the difference between communist and Kerala is two things, sir. Communist and Congress party. A Congress party will copy and get caught. A communist fellow will copy and will not get caught. That is the beauty in Kerala, if you see. Here, copying means central government scheme. In Palakkad, Vande Bharat train is coming. There the Congress MP felt, let me go to a printer shop, take 3 photos, print out. He came and nicely pasted in Vande Bharat train. He said as if he invented, he went and convinced Modi ji, no, we have to move to Vande Bharat. The same thing the great Shashi Tharoor ji has also done here. And Shashi Tharoor ji has gone one step further. And proudly the constituency report, if you read Shashi Tharoor ji, somebody should ask him in a forum like this, Shashi ji, it is all great. These are all the things that happened in Thiruvananthapuram. What did you bring? When Vande Bharat comes, he says, I did it. As if he sat in that forum, he invented everything. So there the Congress fellow put his poster. Poster, sir, have you seen? The whole country was laughing. In the 2 compartments, only his face was there. It was just going. Now I think it's time for Kerala, especially the beautiful, the bountifully abundant talent and the brainy Keralites to make a choice. We have to move, sir. How long can we talk about ideology? Okay, let us come to ideology, sir. Ideology is the last fortress they hold. They say, no, this is an ideological state. I am not going to allow this state to get broken. Now, sir, let us compare this. You have given chance to both the parties multiple times. 5 years, 5 years, sir. 5 years, 5 years. Now, Kerala has to make its choice clear. When Modi ji is going to come back for 5 more years, for sure, that's a definite. 5 more years, are we going to keep a Congress or a communist as an MP to say, what can I do? Modi ji is Prime Minister. Come and meet me after 5 years. Choice number 1. Or choice number 2, where you can, if it is a Bharatiya Janata Party MP, ND MP, you can go and catch the shirt collar. You can say, what are you doing, sir? It is your Modi ji who is sitting as Prime Minister and we have voted for you. Why can't you get this? Sir, this is the beauty of a democracy where people should come and ask you a question. Why are you not doing it? In communist or Congress MP, even to one person can you ask this question? You cannot do it. Why not? The great why not, where Rahul Gandhi ji is contesting. Karnataka, forest minister, gave 10 lakh to a person who got killed by an elephant attack in Wayanad. Sir, anybody who gets killed by a man-animal conflict, it's sorry state of affairs. We have to take care, that's a duty. Then the Karnataka forest minister writes a letter to Rahul Gandhi ji. Have you seen that letter? Dear Rahul Gandhi ji, as per your instruction, I have allocated 10 lakh rupee to that Wayanad person who got killed by elephant. The press went and asked him, is Rahul Gandhi your boss? Then they said, no. Rahul Gandhi is our party leader. Then why as a minister you are writing a letter to Rahul Gandhi? He said, no. The elephant is a Karnataka elephant. It wandered into Wayanad. There it wandered, it killed. So Karnataka, we take responsibility. And Are Baba, in Tamil Nadu we are saying, the same Congress government, why can't you give Kaveri water? The same logic. Same, there is an agreement to 2018. When BJP was there, it honored it. After 2023, when Congress came, they said, we are not going to honor it. For an elephant, you take the trouble to see where the elephant was sleeping, where it was moving. And first time somebody said, this is a Karnataka elephant. Have you heard this joke? The forest minister said, he was promising this 100% Karnataka elephant. It has gone to Wayanad, it will come back after a month. So we are giving 10 lakh. You see, sir, extra power centers. Just because you want to appease somebody, and he writes a letter, you should read that letter. Real Rahul Gandhi ji, as per your instruction, I have allocated 10 lakh rupee. That money is also giving. This way kind. He also writes, K.C. Venugopal ji called me over phone. Who is K.C. Venugopal? Organizing General Secretary. As per telephonic conversation of K.C. Venugopal ji to me, I have allocated 10 lakh rupee to Wayanad. This person. So we have to understand, sir. This is a model that is still a Gandhi model. Still based on one guy, one family, who is very clear they want to protect the turf. And this doesn't have any space for aspirational people. And many people sitting in this room, and many young people in Kerala are very aspirational. They want to live on their own 2 feet, walk, do something. And I'm just giving you one example. So many a times what happens, sir, we don't read the other state newspapers. The mistake all of us make, we read only the newspapers of our state. If you read our Telangana Chief Minister, Revanth Reddy garu, the anchor is asking, Sanatana Dharma, what is your opinion? He said, Sanatana Dharma is very important. I'm holding very strong to it. Election time. Now this is the time for all Congress people to become Ammar, Akbar and Antony. We all know. All election, Ammar, Akbar or Antony they become. Sanatana Dharma is very important. Anchor asks next question. Then Udayanithi Stalin abused Sanatana Dharma. What is your opinion? He said, you see, in our alliance, it's all like this, unity and diversity. Then the anchor asks a pointed question. But still he abused, what is your answer? He says, Udayanithi Stalin should be punished. Then the anchor asks a 4th question. Are you sure? 100% punishment hona chahiye. Then DMK fellow threatening Congress in Tamil Nadu yesterday. In the alliance, we are keeping our mouth shut because Tamil Nadu elections are over. They can speak anything they want, the DMK. Please mind your words, Mr. Revanth Reddy. Sir, this is a sign of things even before the second phase of poll has happened. Only the first phase has happened. Second phase, third phase, fourth phase, fifth phase, sixth phase, seventh phase till June 1. That is why to a journalist friend I was telling, sir, India Alliance ka engine Tamil Nadu mein failure ho gaya. Now where will it take off? Only one election, it is over. Now you are seeing fight, you are seeing Congress and DMK fighting. It's a matter of time. So before you vote, 5th phase we should not regret. Because there might not be an India Alliance anymore in the 5th phase. Anybody who thinks India Alliance will save the country in Kerala, any of our brothers and sisters are thinking, they got to think twice. Because when the election enters the 5th phase, I am not sure whether India Alliance will be intact by phase number 5. So brothers and sisters, humble appeal to all of you is, this is an election of progress, election of development. This is an election, of course. I am also a proud Tamilian. Doesn't mean I have to pick up a fight with the North, I have to pick up a fight with my Bengal friends, I have to pick up my fight with Rajasthan. I am also a proud Tamilian doesn't mean I have to ill-treat or hate any other person who doesn't speak my language. I am also a proud Tamilian doesn't mean I have to pick up an unnecessary fight by a state by insulting and demeaning it. Insulting and demeaning it. So Congress has failed to understand this logic. A proud Kerala doesn't mean we give up our interest to anybody. State interest, of course, is paramount. BJP party, if you look at it, it's a beautiful party. Modi ji is a Gujarati. He's a Gujarati speaking person. Now he's an Indian Prime Minister. He knows what a federal democracy is, how each state should be treated, and how each state should be given a hand for the state to grow. Now Congress picking up an argument to say, if you say I am an Indian, meaning you are not Tamilian, is stupidity at its worst. If Congress saying, if you say you are an Indian, you are not a Malayali, is saying stupidity at its worst. Now new terminology the Congress and communists are saying, Malayali means we are not Indian. What logic is this? A Tamilian, DMK. Tamilian means India second. A Tamilian means India first only. A Malayali means India first only. There is no confusion there. This is a new logic they have brought it in 2024 to say, oh, BJP is saying India first and Malayali first. Don't believe in it. We are saying Malayali first and India second. Please believe in it. What nonsense, sir? What nonsense. When I flew in here, a Malayali pilot was driving me. We are flying over 2 states. Can I tell him, no, your border is over, please drop the plane. We will walk and go. This is a state where everybody is everywhere. And the rich social fabric. We have to understand, sir, they are destroying our social fabric. Every vote to India Alliance is destroying our social fabric. It just doesn't make any sense to us. That is why Kerala has to reject it outwardly, very clearly on April 26 to say that we are for unity and diversity, a strong country, but also means a strong state. Last but not the least, sir. Now, Trivandrum is very lucky. Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekhar ji is contesting on a BJP ticket. If you look at India in the next 5 years, sir, where India will go in the next 5 years, if you look at the departments, information technology will play a key role, electronics will play a key role, skill development will play a key role. So we have a minister exactly who is from this department, who is taking care of IT, who is taking care of skill development, who is taking care of electronics. I think it is important that Trivandrum has to make a choice, right choice. Now, a person like Rajiv Chandrasekhar ji getting elected from Trivandrum, who has got the direct eyes and ears of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, is going to take it to a very, very different level. Shashi Tharoor ji and myself, we had a debate in Chennai, sir. He came for Tughlaq debate. Both of us are supposed to sit here and Center Gurumurthy ji will sit, and we are supposed to debate and discuss on ideas. Unfortunately, my flight got delayed from Delhi, and we agreed that Shashi ji will speak first. Then, after I come to the stage, if Shashi ji is graciously sitting in the stage, I will speak in front of him. If I will reply to his questions also. If not, I will speak. By the time I reached and climbed up the stage, Shashi Tharoor ji said, long journey, tired, he has spoken for long and he wants rest, and he left the stage. Then, since it's a 2-speaker event, I have to give my answers to him. Now, Shashi Tharoor ji made a lot of arguments there. I'm sure the same argument holds for Kerala also. Here also, he might say the same thing. The first argument, he said, oh, you see, after BJP has come to power in 2014, all institutions have collapsed. All institutions have collapsed. There's nothing called judiciary. There's nothing called a free and fair democratic way of an arrest, everything. Now we have to understand, Shashi Tharoor comes from a party. When he decided to contest as the Congress nominee for the national president, Shashi Tharoor ji came to Tamil Nadu for campaigning. Please ask Shashi Tharoor ji, how many people came to receive him in Congress party office in Chennai? 2 people. State party president escaped. All MLAs escaped. All MPs escaped. Shashi Tharoor ji was standing alone in the Tamil. I am telling you this as a challenge. You ask Shashi Tharoor ji, who is talking about institution. 2 people were in the state party office in Chennai when Shashi Tharoor ji was campaigning for the national party president election. Then the press asked the other fellows, why you did not go and see Shashi Tharoor? Because it's in the top they said, both the person should be given an equal opportunity, be it Mallikarjuna Kharge ji or Shashi Tharoor ji, both will be treated very nicely. Then the Congress party people said, no, Gandhi family ji mein order aa gaya. We cannot receive. He is only a namesake fellow. It is Mallikarjuna Kharge ji, they have sent it. And if we receive, they will fire us also. Terribly embarrassed. Shashi Tharoorji returned back. Now he is talking about BJP as a party where all of us first generation people and many of your first generation, our fathers and mothers are simple farm people who are doing farming. We are standing in front of you. He wants to compare about BJP. Second, Shashi Tharoorji ran to be the United Nations Secretary General. Very interesting story. I actually want you to ask Shashi Tharoorji. He failed. He failed. Then, very beautifully, 2-3 books were written later on the UN process that happened, which I gave in my Tughlaq speech also that day. Later, Shashi Tharoorji also says, when Manmohan Singh ji sits in a lunch, working lunch with the American US Secretary of State, when the visit happened to India, Manmohan Singh ji did not even seek votes for Shashi Tharoorji. The Americans, of course, wanted to support a Korean, Ban Ki-moon. He didn't even ask him, please support our candidature. There were many countries in the Middle East where the Indian ambassador did not even go and seek votes for Shashi Tharoor. That was the nature of Indian diplomacy, which Shashi Tharoorji also writes in an Open Magazine article that government of India did not support me properly. Now, I was telling in the Tughlaq function, if it is Modi ji as Prime Minister, 100% we would have made Shashi Tharoor as UN Secretary General. If he's qualified enough. Second part is different, sir. If he's qualified enough. Since he was our official candidate, where was the Congress party? What foreign policy is he talking? When the own Congress party, when he was not a member, when he was a diplomat, suddenly he becomes a member of Congress party. Suddenly he says, oh, Congress, all great, all super and fantastic. The third one, Congress alone used 91 times Article 356. Madam Indira Gandhi used it 51 times. He comes from that legacy. Modi ji in the last 10 years, you please recall one instance, sir, where Modi ji has used Article 356. Such a strong government, 303 MP, 17 states in power. Why Modi ji did not use a single 356? He is taking us a lecture on democracy. You used it 91 times. Madam Indira Gandhi alone used it 51 times. And then Shashi Tharoor takes a lesson to us saying, oh, institutions have collapsed after Modi ji has come. What institution has collapsed, sir? What institution has collapsed? Suddenly they want to make electoral bond an issue. Sir, 44% of electoral bond BJP received. 56% electoral bond opposition party received. Then should we blame, oh, opposition parties, you went and threatened it, you got 56%, we got only 44%. What nonsense are they talking, sir? A ruling party for 10 years. Okay, 2004 to 14, we'll flip the argument. When Congress was in power, how much corporate donation BJP received? 70%. Congress in power, BJP receiving 70% means, sir, you have your money in the packet, sir. You come to me, you come to my friend and say, Jaishankarji, and say, Jaishankarji, I have 100 rupees in packet. Can I contribute to your party? Now Jaishankarji will say, no. Please go and give 30 rupees to Communist Party, 40 rupees to Congress Party, they are struggling, poor people, and 20 rupees to all regional party, 10 rupees to me, that is enough. You show me one person who will say that, sir. A money will chase a place where they think that money is well utilized. When BJP receives 44% of electoral bonds, it simply means people trust. It is not corporate. Simple person. They want to buy a bond for 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees. They want to come and give. When Congress was in power for 10 years, 2004 to 14, 70% of corporate donation BJP received. Why? Because they believe these fellows have messed up everything. BJP will come and write. Now we have to kill all this nonsense in the butt. Electoral bond, they twisted this person. There were some intelligent Congress people. Pulwama attack. After that, somebody gave money to somebody. Some company in New Delhi, some company in Karachi. One Congress fellow, you see this Karachi fellows donating. That is the level of brains. People, all of you, I really feel for you. Because argument can be countered with an argument. How will you contradict nonsense with an argument? The last 10 years, half of our job was only countering this Congress nonsense. So institutional collapse, all this are bogus. It is important that we represent the true things to the people of India, people of Kerala, to say, whenever Congress comes to power. Sir, I'm releasing this 2G tapes, sir. I'm not sure how many of you had the time to hear those tapes with subtitle we are putting. So if any of you did not have the time, I humbly request you to go into our Tamil Nadu BJP's Twitter page or my Twitter page and look at 10 tapes we have published. Very beautiful. 2G happened. CBI has to write Raja. T.R. Balu minister in the tape. T.R. Balu says, Raja, don't worry, I've spoken to CBI director, don't worry. And tomorrow they are coming to my home. I've told them what to do. Ab chinta mat karo. 2G tape. The next day, CBI fellow asks, should we come and write today? Is it a good time to write in Tamil Nadu today? Then the CM secretary says, don't come today, don't come today. Come tomorrow. Then they say, why tomorrow? Because tomorrow the fishermen are doing a protest. If you come and write tomorrow, our boss, meaning Kalaignar Karunanidhi, is saying that we will ask the news media to cover the fisherman protest and not the 2G, right? So that this will go. Then they say, okay, we'll come tomorrow, don't worry. All 10 tapes, if you listen, your blood will boil. How the country was run from 2004 to 14, when the Prime Minister was not powerful enough to question somebody in the cabinet. You just look at all the tapes, sir. Do India needs to go back to the same era where people can come? I have 30 MPs, I have 20 MPs, I have 25 MP. All of us will sit together and I will take care of CBI director, you take care of income tax commissioner, you take care of income tax board. Do the country has to go back to that era? And India Alliance is talking about that same story to us? So brothers and sisters, we have done a lot of hard work to reach here. And we cannot allow this unprincipled, family-loving, children-promoting, dynastic entitlement fellows to again roll back the clock and take us back to 2004. That is an important job at hand for us. And we should do our best over the next 3 days, whatever we have in hand, to make sure April 26, the people of Kerala will vote for the NDA, vote for the BJP, for what it is, for what we have to do, so what we have to achieve. I take this opportunity to thank all the people who have come here. I think he's looking at me, meaning the time is over. And I thank special thanks to Jaishankar ji, our very able state IT and social media convener, for arranging this, and our Nandu S. Nair ji, our district social media convener of Thiruvananthapuram, for having all of us together. Thank you so much. Bharat Mata.